But I want to have basically a live Q&A about growing your business in the midst of adversity. I'm going to be the bearer of bad news for a minute because man, we get bad news all the time. We get bad news all the time, you know. Today, for instance, we had a guy like it, and this happens more than it should, but it does. We had a guy he decided that, you know, when you take taxes out of his paycheck, he just can't handle that. And so he was really disappointed in the way that his paycheck was rolling out. And his first job took a little bit longer than he wanted it to. And, you know, he's on percentage, so he's probably trying to mac it at $25-30 an hour. And calls up Tyler, my son, and says, this ain't working. It ain't coming clean. Tyler tried to walk him through it. He wouldn't. So Tyler, just go on to your next job. We sent Ramon Jones, what's going on? We sent Garrett out to take care of it. And while Tyler and I was having a conversation in my office, we see the guy's truck leave because he came into the shop, dropped it off, and you can't hear anything in the shop from our offices. And came in the shop, dropped the truck off, and left. Done. Quit. Out of here. See you later. Sayonara. Mainly because we took taxes out. You know, can't help that. It is a part of living in the great United States of America. And that's bad news. You know, that is bad news. Some more bad news. Man, the weather today is good. Tomorrow is awesome. And Friday is phenomenal. And Saturday is going to be okay. But then we get smacked right back in the face on Monday with 45-degree temperatures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. I'm going to strike real hard. And I'm trying to, as quickly as possible, amass as many freaking leads as possible. So what I have come up with is that I need to try and get I need to try and get as many leads as possible, as quickly as possible over the next 3 or 4 days. Because look, we don't want to be we don't want to be holding the bag when it hits 45 degrees and all of a sudden, boom, we ain't got no leads. So, the most we've ever spent in a day is $100 a day on AdWords. Well, today that's different. We're going for $200 today. Let me see here. I'm gonna show you guys our analytics real quick, or just our campaigns real quick. Kind of show you what is up. Let me put it on today. And I'm going to share it over with you. So right now we're at, I got a pressure washing campaign going, and then I got a separate rust removal. 15 clicks, we're at $129. And I'm trying to own the click game too. We got some competitors in Cincinnati trying to come at me hard. So I'm up in clicks, up in costs, doing all that good stuff. So let's take a look at what we're trying to do today, because hey, when adversity strikes, you got to strike back harder. So take a look at our campaign here. You can see, so we're at if you look out, the first line and the second line. First line and the second line is what we're about today. So we're at for 179 impressions, 12 clicks, 224 impressions for rust removal, 3 clicks. That click-through rate is a little bit crappier, but the big thing is the top one is our pressure washing. We run everything through what we call Google House Services, so that's why it says that. So my budget right there is $200 a day. $200. We're at $114.77, paying about $9.56 a click. And I can tell you that I can tell you that we have had 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me look at response bid real quick, and I'll tell you how many quotes we've had today. And also, my wife is out handing out folders to property managers because we're getting ready to drop a big old email on them today. So she's out doing that. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quote requests come in out of those 15 clicks. So a little bit lower than what I want it to be, but it's springtime. It's competitive. Charles, I'll take a look at it, but I would say increase that spend. And that's what I would say to anybody is you're in the time to grab it. And a lot of times we look at it like, well, I want to think about, or I want my operation to fund itself. So when I get revenue in, then I'll increase it. Well, sometimes to get revenue in, you have to increase it first to get that revenue flowing, and then you can increase it later as well. So you want to really take hold of your marketing spend where it's hot, where you're going to see the effort, and make that happen. And so what we do is we go through and we make sure that the clicks where we're coming up in searches, because we come up in about 90% of the searches, first page, first position, for the keywords that we're in. So I want to make sure that I'm maximizing my opportunity, that I'm optimizing the cost per spend. And there's Roxy checking it out. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that we own those clicks, that we own we own that position. And how we do that is we're willing to pay a little bit more cost per click, but we're also putting our budget up so when all those other guys run out of money, I'm still there moving through. And I can tell you this, April the 10th, and it's 60 degrees outside, we probably are not going to spend $200. It's just not possible. And so, like, when you have your ad budget set at $10 a day, there's going to be days when you don't get leads. There's going to be a lot of days you don't get leads because you're going to get some clicks, and those clicks are going to be expensive. And so you don't get the good clicks. You get the subpar clicks, and sometimes that doesn't fall through. So while $10 is the minimum you want to be at on a monthly spend, really I would recommend that you be at a $25 to $35 a day spend because that's going to give you the most opportunity to get 1 to 2 leads a day. 25 to 35 is going to give you the most opportunity to get you 1 to 2 leads, not clicks, 1 to 2 leads per day. And if you can close 50%, that means you're getting 1 job a day. And if I'm spending $25 and my average is a $500 job, and I can get 1 of those a day, then I'm winning 20 to 1, right? I'm winning 20 to 1. So you got to look at that, and you got to strike when it's hot. And a lot of times, the adversity wants to smack us in the face. The adversity of business wants to smack us in the face. And the first option is to stop. And I've talked to probably 6 or 7 people that we do work for today through Messenger, email, and phone. And a lot of people's having adversity, not just me. A lot of people has adversity. And the good thing is their first inclination isn't to back off their spend, it's to increase their spend. Their inclination isn't to stop marketing, it's to continue to market. It's to market harder. It's to push more information out so you can get more leads back. And so that's what you want to make sure that you're doing. You want to make sure that when the adversity hits, that you stand up, you step up, punch the champ in the face, and you move on. So I wanted to show that to you. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of confidence knowing, hey, number one, spring's coming. Even if it's supposed to be here already, it is coming. But number two, hey, there's other people in the same boat as you. The ones that are going to win are the ones that decide, you know what, we're going to step against adversity and we're going to go after it. So take a look at that. Develop your plan. Kick it in gear. And as always, let's dominate.